Hi, everyone. Welcome to our X39 review. It is Sunday on May 24th. We're so happy to have you here today. Today, we have some special testimonials, which we'll start with first. And then I will talk a little bit about how the product works and why these testimonials are really happening. And then Peter will come on and explain how you can get the product and why the business, if you so desire, has been so beautiful for all of us. So with that, Amy, I'm going to have you unmute yourself and let us know what's been happening for yourself and your husband.
Okay, Marcy, can you hear me?
Yeah, you sound great.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me on today. I'm actually very excited. It's been 7 weeks, a little over 7 weeks since I started the patch, and some amazing things are happening. First of all, on the 4th day, I noticed that I was dreaming again. So I have an autoimmune disorder called fibromyalgia, and a lot of times you don't go into that deep REM sleep when you have that. So I haven't really remembered dreaming for many, many years. So on the 4th day, I had a very vivid dream, and it was really weird. It was all about a cup of coffee, because I haven't had coffee in many years. But I smelled it, I tasted it, I saw the steam coming out of my cup, and I woke up craving coffee. So that's when I knew that this worked. But since then, since last time I did my testimonial, I have more energy, and I'll tell you what, I have a great sense of well-being. Mentally, I feel so much better. I feel so much younger. And in fact, 2 weeks ago, I went to the park with my granddaughter, my husband, and my daughter, and I ended up playing baseball. Okay, I haven't played baseball in 20 years. So I was throwing the ball, I was hitting the ball, and not only do I have fibromyalgia, I have 3 herniations in my back and in my neck. So my pain levels decreased. I was able to have that mobility to swing and hit the ball, throw the ball. So just the mental well-being, sleeping better, more energy. And a few days ago on the call, someone stole my line. I think it was Deborah. But I've been telling everyone for the last 2 weeks, I feel like I'm 35. And just so y'all know, I'm going to be 55 in about 7 months. And I mean, I feel 35. So
you look 35 for sure.
Wow.
I didn't want to get emotional. In fact, if I keep getting younger and feeling younger, my husband's not gonna be able to keep up with me. So, and speaking of my husband, he used to wake up a few times a night to use the restroom. And since being on the patch, after like the 3rd day, he no longer does that. And he is more well rested, has more energy, and that is huge for someone who used to wake up 2-3 times a night to get that full night's sleep. So I'm very thankful, very blessed, and thank you so much.
Wow, thank you, Amy. And Amy, I know you had a couple other folks that you were also going to facilitate their testimonial. Was it Marilyn? And I believe you had one other person.
Yes, we're going to have Marilyn speak, and then Yvonne. They're 2 sweethearts. They're good people, good hearts, but they're having amazing results, and Bob and I are so happy for them. But Marilyn, would you like to start?
So Marilyn, go ahead and unmute yourself, honey.
Yeah, here I am. I've been on the patches now since March 28th. And the first day I noticed, I put it on in the morning, and I had lots and lots of energy. And that night, I really went into REM sleep. But the next night, I even went into a deeper REM sleep. And I can still remember that dream as, I mean, I think I'm dreaming in 3D. It's so vivid. And I wake up sometimes with a great big smile on my face. I just feel more refreshed. I feel younger. I feel more fluid. My brain is working. I'm a brain injury survivor. I have my neck, the first vertebrae, most of it is removed. So I have neck issues, and that seems to have dissipated. I've been in the hospital before with my lower back, and my lower back is feeling better than it has in 30 years. I'm a cornea transplant recipient. I've had 20 some operations on my eyes. And the last surgeries, I had to have the white of my eye operated on because I needed a facelift in my eyeball, believe it or not. After my facelift, I couldn't wear my contacts. I even got a brand new pair and I was having trouble with them. I think the patches are causing my eyes not to be inflamed, and I'm able to wear my contacts. I got them in right now, and they feel really, really, really wonderful. My eyes aren't inflamed. I can drive. I'm not as sensitive as I was. I drove with both eyes wide open the other day without closing one eye in order to drive because of light sensitivity. So that's going away. The stiffness in my joints, especially my knees, oh my gosh, I've injured both knees. And the one leg, I've had over 6 operations, including my bone grafts from my hips into my leg, so I could walk when I was a kid, and that left me with a lot of inflammation in that left leg, plus water on the knee. The inflammation is totally gone in both knees. I can bend them. I feel young again. People tell me I'm looking younger. My skin, my hair is not falling out in the shower. I can't wait till a year from now when it's filling back in. I'm wearing mascara again. My eyelashes are getting long. My nails, I had to file them yesterday because they were getting way too long. I never can grow them because they split and they rip right off before I get them to the end of my nails. I mean, my fingers. I just couldn't be happier. I mean, I could probably go on and on and on, but I don't want to take somebody else's thunder and time. So back to you.
You know, I'm just going to say 2 things from both you and Amy, if I may. Just listening, I just want you guys to understand like what's really happening. I mean, Amy, from fibromyalgia is like pain all over your whole body and she can't sleep. I mean, she basically just said she's sleeping deeply and dreaming. Like, I just really wanted to wear what that must be like. And when she said she feels 35 again, going through what I know, I have some friends that go through that, Amy, what I know that really does to you. I mean, it's literally a miracle. And for you, Marilyn, for your eyes, all the pain and inflammation and all the surgeries, all the stuff that you've gone through, and that you just want to wear contacts again and not always have to wear your glasses. You know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean? Just show your eyes off again. Like it's giving you this freedom again. And those darn knees, you know, that water and inflammation on the knees. Anybody that hobbles with knee issues knows what she's talking about. I mean, honestly, it's like, so it's beautiful what's really happening. So thank you for that. And Amy, I know you were going to have Yvonne come up next. Is she here? Can she unmute herself?
Yes, can you hear me?
Oh, we can. There you are.
Hi. One of the first things that I noticed was the feeling of joy, just such happiness. And with that came energy, and with that came deeper sleeping. And I had a funny dream. I dreamed I was across town from my husband. We've been married 54 years. I was across town and I was hurrying to get across town because I was going to marry my husband. But I was wearing a ragged nightgown and I was in a panic. I can't marry him in this nightgown. So we had a laugh about that. Memory is better. My vision has improved. The first month, each eye went down a quarter diopter, and it's going down again now. About a week ago, I started having a symptom that was kind of frightening, one in the middle of the night and one during the day. So I asked my DO friend, what is this? And he said, it's atrial fibrillation. And he said, a lot of people your age get this. So I thought, okay, if this is dealing with my heart, I'll just put a patch on it. So I put a patch right there. And the third time the symptoms started, it only went about a quarter of the time. And then the next day, less than that. And the third day, I could feel it trying to start. And then it went away, and I've never had any of that symptom since. And that to me was a thrill and amazing because that saved me a lot of doctors' tests expense and so forth. But one of the things I love so much about having learned 15 years ago when I first met Bob and Amy, they taught me everything I know about networking, and we have had such an awesome time over the years working together. And it is so much fun to share with them, and the fun that we have and the joy that I feel when someone says, you know, I want to try that because I think that'll help me. And I am always encouraging people to just try it. You know, what do you have to lose? And it's
Thank
so affordable.
You know, Yvonne, you really hit on a couple points that I think are pretty amazing. First of all, the patch is actually regenerating and repairing, and it's reactivating our stem cells to act young. And when you put young stem cells on old tissue, you turn the tissue young again. And what I want you guys to think about is she had a dream in a Reagan pajama running down to remarry her husband. I mean, that's a dream you have at age 25, okay? I mean, let's be honest what's going on here. And I just think that's really cool. And that the fast heart rate, that's real, okay? She put on her heart. And tomorrow, Mariah is going to be interviewing her 85-year-old parents. They've been on the stem cell activation patch for 7 months. And what has happened has been nothing but a miracle. And I don't want to take their thunder, and it's their testimonial, but let me tell you, the fast heart rate is one of his testimonials, and it's incredible. So I mean, I think what we're realizing is the patch is working, and the testimonials are real, and it's happening all over our body, right? So with that, thank you so much, Yvonne. And I believe Peter come on up, Peter. Does Dr. Harmon have someone for us? Is he here?
Yes, we have 2 more testimonials. We have Ann Peach. Ann Peach, are you on? And you can unmute yourself.
I'm right here.
Oh,
Hi,
there's
Ann.
Hi, Ann.
Hi. First of all, I want to say thank you to Jonathan Bonnet. He introduced this to me, and I've known him for probably about 15 years, and we've supported each other through different trials and joys in each other's lives. And I was happy where I was at with another company, but he reached out to me just because he cared about me. And I want to say thank you to him. I live in Boise, and for 11 years, I owned a business called Energetic Body Wrap. And in that business, I help people detox. And I say the person that needed it the most was me. And I let that business go 2 years ago. And I started helping people that are elderly. And the last year and a half, I've actually worked with people in their homes. And so during this last 2 months, I was busier than ever because people that couldn't get out of their house loved to have me come and help them. 1 month ago, yesterday, the universe had something else in mind for me, and I sprained a muscle in my arm. My arm was in a sling, and then a girlfriend, Kathy, who's one of my best friends, saw me. It was like someone tripped me, and I flew forward and landed right here on my arm. And I heard a pop, and for the next half an hour, I said, no, I didn't break it. And then all of a sudden I go, yes, I did break it. So I cracked my bone from inside my rotator cuff down, and then I broke it all the way through. They did not cast it. And for a week, I was on hydrocodone. And for the next week, I went off of it. Well, 2 weeks ago today, I phoned Jonathan up because I wanted to reach for my hydrocodone and get back on it because my pain was going up, up, up. And I says, if you bring me over some patches, I'm going to order 3 months and see what these things do. Well, that was 2 weeks ago. The first day, I'll have you know, I am very healthy. I'm probably in the like 5% of healthy people. I eat organic and blah, blah, blah. And I've been looking for something. And so I kind of go, why not try this? I put the patch on back here, and within 15 minutes, I felt energy in my brain. Half an hour, I felt needles, like acupuncture needles, going around my arm, like it was going in. I could just feel that. within like half an hour, I did hit my left knee. I could feel the energy in my left knee. I slept for 14 hours that night. I woke up the next morning and I had a stack of paperwork. I went through, I paid my bills. The next day, and this is like the third day I was on the patch, I cleaned my house one-handed. And the next day, when I put lotion on my arm, I could barely touch it. But on the next day, that was the third day, I actually could rub my arm. This is 4 weeks. I broke this arm. I'm 61 years old. My son's daughter massaged me this morning, and she kind of goes, my goodness. And I go, I'm healing for how old I am? And she kind of goes, I didn't want to say it, but yes. I mean, this is broken. I mean, you look at that and you look at this arm. And so a week ago and 2 days, I says, I'm going to build this as a business. And so I have been following the 1, 2, 3. What do you know about stem cells? Can I sit my story? Can I send you a video? And I'll give you some samples. And so this is so easy, so much fun. And so I just want to say thank you for all of you for creating this simple system. And another thing I want to say is when I thought about the price, I says, if this works, I won't have to keep taking some of my vitamins that I'm just experimenting with. I'm going to exchange my money from that to this. So I'm grateful. I'm moving forward, and I want to thank all of you.
Wow, thank
Look
you.
at this.
Wow,
Look at this.
so thank you, Ann.
Yes.
So Anne, what's interesting to me on that is that those activated stem cells, you actually felt them mobilizing. David Schmidt, the owner and CEO of and inventor of X39, says that when we activate our stem cells, it really means that we mobilize a young army to go where we need to go to repair. And when you said you felt it prickly in your shoulders, you felt it in your knees, you actually felt your stem cells, which about 80% of them quit mobilizing because you're 61. You felt them, the army moving again. You felt it because you're a high empath. So that's so cool. It's so fun when people actually feel what David says is happening, right? So anyway,
Right.
So Pete, what else do we have?
We have one more, and this is actually Dr. Harmon's cousin. Her name is Kay Harrison. Kay Harrison, are you on the line, and can you unmute yourself?
I am unmuted.
Oh, hi, Kay.
Hi. Coming from Park City, Utah. Dr. John Harmon is my cousin, and a couple of weeks ago, he called me and told me a little bit about the company, and I said, he knows I've been in pain, chronic pain for about 30 years from a ski accident. I said, I don't care what it is, just send it to me. Of course, the stem cell, when you say stem cell, that got my attention. And so he sent him to me. I have torn a glutamus minimus, and I've been in physical therapy twice a week and I've had some laser treatment with very minimal help. The hardest part was, and we're hikers and skiers, and I want to start hiking now that the weather's better here in Park City. So I could not even walk up an incline outside. Everything had to be flat, and walking upstairs has been really excruciating. And my husband told me I'm looking like a really old lady just getting up from sitting. So John sent me some patches, and then I said, okay, we're going to order enough that I can use these consistently. So I was wearing them, and I was also talking to other people about it, but I had a really big concern is that from the patches, I was not getting a lot of relief. Monday night, I happened on to the video on how to strategically place those patches. So I moved my patches the next morning. So this was on Tuesday, put the pain patch, the ice wave, right onto the pain. And then I put an X39 above and one below. The next day I said to my husband, I think I have some relief. The next day I said, oh my gosh. Okay, so this has been 8 weeks of 100% pain every minute and every step. The next day, on Thursday, I'm going a hallelujah dance. Friday morning, I sent a text to John and I said, or an email, I said, I am running up my stairs. And it was unbelievable. My husband said, don't you ever run out of those pain patches. And I'm almost out because I'm just ordering some more today because I have 3 people this week wearing the patches that are in a lot of pain. And so I said, it's almost freaky, but it's just short of a miracle that I'm almost out of pain. I told my physical therapist about it and he's going, yeah. So we'll see where we go. I'm sending patches and I'm talking to about 4 chiropractors in the next week and sending patches to them because, this is really incredible. So 30 years of pain.
So my question to you, Kay, is how many days exactly were you on the patches before you started running up the stairs? I just wanted to know, was it 1 day, 3 days, 7 days, 14? It was, okay,
3 days.
Everybody, you see that? I'm going to say what her fingers were. 3 days.
3 days.
Right?
3
3
days.
days.
And that was after strategically placing them. That's when the big difference came. And so I think that for me is a really big deal.
It was important.
Oh, no. It's life-changing. Right, John? Yeah.
Life-changing. Thank you
so
Kay.
much, Kay. Wow.
You bet.
So, Peter, are we ready to talk a little bit about why these testimonials are what they are? Is it time for that? So,
Yes, go ahead, Marcy.
this is the X39 stem cell activation patches. The X39 means that it took our owner and inventor 39 times to figure out how to elevate the light frequency to activate our stem cells. And it's 10 years in the making, and it's only about a year old. That's why we're just so excited, because we're just all learning about it. So what does it look like? Well, it kind of looks like a Band-Aid. It looks like this. And what it's made out of is organic crystals made out of amino acids. And when you put it on your skin like this, the heat or light of the skin reflects a light wave. Much like when you go out in the sun, the light wave of ultraviolet light has your body elevate something called vitamin D. This also reflects a light wave from your skin, and that light wave actually has you elevate something called GHK copper peptide. GHK copper peptide is really special in that it activates your stem cells, it makes more stem cells, and it helps to reset your stem cells to a younger, healthier state. So what does that mean? Activating your stem cells, David Schmidt says, is the same thing as mobilizing your stem cells. So you heard all these testimonials. What was really happening? What was really happening is most of us are probably anywhere from 30 to 75 on this call. And here's the deal. At age 30, you lose 50% of your activation or mobilization. By age 60, you've lost 80%. That's why our beautiful girl who was talking about, you mean you're repairing that fast, but you're not that young. How can you be repairing that fast, right? That's because she activated or mobilized those stem cells, and that army is going to work for her again, and it's moving into the area that needs to be repaired. And here's the other cool thing. It's turning them young again. So these young pluripotent stem cells mobilize to the area that needs to be repaired, and then it turns into whatever cell your body needs for repair, and it does the work. I cannot tell you what your body needs first to be repaired. All I can tell you is your body knows, and your cells are really super smart. Sometimes I think we forget how smart our body really is. And so then all of a sudden it starts moving. And so it moves to, you know, allow you to sleep. It moves to the area of pain that Kay was having. It's moving, and then it's turning into what it needs to repair. What's interesting is that some people, like Kay, notice it in 1 to 3 days. Some people it takes 7 days, 10 days. Sometimes it takes 30 days or even 3 months. Because here's the thing. Sometimes the first thing that you need to have repaired is internal, an internal organ. And you don't always feel that, okay? So just know that the patch is doing its work. And if you understand what stem cell is, that it goes and it repairs, and you understand how we activate it. David Schmidt says this: when you activate young stem cells, I mean, this is crazy, and put it in old tissue, you turn the tissue young again. We are not anti-aging, we're age reversing. And you can all see it's happening. So how do you wear it? You put it right here behind the back of your neck or right below your belly button. And you put it on for 12 hours to activate, and then you throw it away. And you let your body repair for 12 hours. And then you put another one on. This is a form of light therapy. It's called photobiomodulation. Just like the light, you need to turn the light on and off, so you don't burn out the bulb. You must turn this on and off for it to continue to work. You can wear more than one at a time, and you can put it on more than one location. I actually wear 2 now because I've had a lot of issues, and so my body likes 2. I just know that I need to take it off every 12 hours. And it's very important to stay hydrated as well, okay? So that's how the stem cell activation patch works. Peter, why don't you come on and let us know a little bit about the company and also about how people can get their patches.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Marcy. And thank you everyone for those incredible, amazing testimonials. And here's a little introduction to the company LifeWave. When Marcy called me 8 months ago, Peter, have you heard of this company? And I've been in the industry for a long time. And I was like, no, well, who is this? So I did my little research, called a few of my friends. None of them have ever heard it. But LifeWave is a 15-year-old company. David Schmidt is the owner, the scientist behind it, the formulator or the creator. And in the last 14 years, he has specialized, or probably a couple of decades, in frequency patches. But in the last 10 years, he knew the future is about stem cells and what he is discovering as far as the frequencies. And he put $4.5 million, 10 years into developing, and it took 39 times. That's why it's called the X39, to get it to what he calls his final work. This is his work. This is his baby. And we can see how fast this baby is growing, because the X39 was released a little bit over 1.5 years ago. And it literally, because of this one all-in-one patch that does it all, it has doubled the company's sales in the last year. And in February, we had the biggest month of over $10 million that has been sold around the world. Now, LifeWave is in over 100 countries, shipping. We have 2 manufacturing, one in San Diego headquarters, 25,000 square feet, and in Ireland, we have a 45,000 square foot headquarters and manufacturing. And we have 12 fulfillment centers to service the whole world. Now, the reason why we mention this is because in today's times, where can you find a company that is stable, that has no debt, that already has international presence to over 100 countries, that is operating and already has created a culture already? And Marcy and I just came into this 8 months ago. We're just like the new kids on the block, and we really get how simple really this business is. So I would like everyone to really just take another half a second and really take a deep thought of the testimonials we heard today. literally from Amy, Marilyn, Kay, Ann. I mean, these are incredible, incredible testimonies. What do you think? Do you think they would even think about twice investing $5 a day into their health and the results they have been getting? I mean, come on. Women spend more than $5 a day on one skin cream, okay? More than $150 on a cream. We're talking about the biggest health technology, the biggest discovery, okay, in non-invasive stem cell activation patch. So if you like what you heard, if you just understood where we're going with this, the last thing I will leave with this. By you joining us and saying yes to this $5 patch, okay, stem cell activation patch, you're really saying to an international business, there's something we can build online. You don't have to worry about accounting, shipping, manufacturing, customer service. You don't have to worry about anything that is related to the business side, but you just really have to do what everybody came here to do and how they got the patch. You have to share, okay? So we love for you to come join us. There are two ways for you to join us. The first way is you can become our customer. We love customers. You can join us at $149 as a retail customer, and this will cost you $149. Or you can join us as a wholesale customer, which we all want everyone to save money. Get this ordered on an auto ship, okay? Every single month, and you get it for $99 a month. How amazing. Then, if you see what we see and you love a business, meaning you love to help other people, okay, to get healthy and to really have an option or another business at home right now, you can join us under our 5 different packages. Our favorite package is called the package number 2 or the silver pack, where you are getting 3 X39 sleeves for $2.99. It's at $99 wholesale. Then once you get that and you start using it yourself, like everybody else did, they love it, they patched it. Obviously, they're getting results, and now the light goes on and wow, I think I can do this, which we know you can. You can always upgrade to our gold, platinum, or what we call our favorite package, which is the diamond package, where you will be getting 19 X39s for the price of 16 at $1,600. You're getting 2 months of your business paid for, and you get a higher commission structure when you enroll other diamonds. And we can go over all those options with you. And our last option is our maintenance pack. Once you get started with us, you're gonna love our gym, you'll love our community, and all we really do is teach people how to have the best health possible, and today really how to create wealth in today's times with our technology. So I hope everybody enjoyed this as much as we did. Thank you so much for giving us your Sunday afternoon, and Marcy, I'm gonna pass it back on to you.
Excellent. I just want you all to know that we also have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can try whatever wholesale pack you want to try, and on day 25, you can take it all back and get a full refund. David, the owner, puts his money by his technology. And I just want you to know, because the patch works, there's a 1% return rate. We also just a week ago got a 20-year patent on the X39, which means that it has proven that GHK is elevated in the blood. And that's a big deal because we have no competition. Like, we own that for 20 years, and I'm super proud of that. And if you want more information, go to startx39.com. It's a great site to learn more. You can see a 3-minute video on how the stem cell activation patch works. You can actually look at the 18-minute video of David Schmidt, our owner and inventor, explaining the science of X39. There are research articles, which he does plenty of. There are testimonials, and it reminds you how to wear the patch. It's great. So just wanted you to all know that. Tomorrow, Monday, at 6 o'clock Pacific and 4 o'clock Eastern, we will have Mariah Thomas Wolf and her cute parents, who are 85, talking about what their experience has been now that they've been on the patch for 8 months. And it's going to be great. I'll get the invite out on that. I think it will be a really great call to see what's really happening for older folks that have been for coming today, and we'll see you tomorrow. And as always, have a great rest of your Sunday. Bye-bye now.
Happy Memorial Day. Enjoy your freedom of health today. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Have an
Thank you,
awesome
everybody.
Sunday.
Be safe
Thank you,
out there.
everyone.